Shout out to Kop-Ish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
Keep all the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that, guys. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kop-Ish.
Good evening, lovely people. Hope you're well. Usually we'd be joining you to give you a live match instant reaction. However, there's been no Liverpool match because of the protest outside of Old Trafford. Well, I say outside and inside of Old Trafford. So we thought we'd still go live just to discuss what's happened. Obviously, the game's been cancelled for today, postponed for a later date. If there's one thing I will say is football in the last month has been probably the most unpredictable it's been in my lifetime. Absolutely crazy. But guys, what do you guys make of it? Because I don't know. It's mad.
It is madness. Absolute madness. Do you know that? Imagine this, yeah? This type of protest is not something that happens on a whim. This type of protest happens because it's been planned. It's been there for a while, innit? They were planning this for time, I reckon. I think it's kind of clear to see. But I think if you're a Man United fan, you probably think you've done the right thing because you needed to do something radical for there to maybe be some change in your club. So they had to go to this extent. One thing I will say, though, is that there's that thin line of being radical and just being straight out crazy, bro. Like I'm seeing man kicking the ball into the goal. I'm seeing man taking the corner flag. I think I saw somebody from security or someone like that had some stitcher gun across their face. It all got a bit sour, innit? I think at first it was a case of, okay, we're going to run onto the ground. We're going to slow things down. We're going to get people to notice us and we want the Glazers out. Fair enough, do your thing, innit? And I get it because I think if this was FSG, would we do the same thing? I don't know. I'm just putting that question out there for people that, you know, probably want to ask the question. I know Callum probably would from the look on his face. But but all jokes aside, though, I just think there's that thin line and you have to be careful because even though I understand to a degree what they wanted to achieve.
It's not a thin line, you know, bro. Violence isn't a thin line. They overstep the boundary straight.
No, but hear me out.
It's a riot now. It's not a protest.
Hear me out. There's a thin line because, as I said before, you wanna make something powerful. You wanna make yourself heard, right? That's what they're trying to do. The only problem is, though, there's always going to be a minority that just go over the top and take it to hooliganism. And that's what it was. A lot of people started turning into hooligans rather than actual protesters. And that's why I say that there's that thin line. You can be a protester, stand there with your stick and whatever, shout Glazers out or whatever, even when the police are coming at you. But then after that, it's a thing where you're like, okay, I don't what I need to do, I go home now. But then you got certain man that are standing there, police are coming at them, basically saying, move me or what? That's not protesting, bro.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. So effectively, what they did is wrong. The idea behind it is a good idea and a right idea, and I get it. But I don't really give Arsenal credit very often. They did their protest spectacularly. They came out in their thousands. They had the right idea. They made noise. They stayed for the whole game. You know what I mean? They did their thing. They showed their unity, and they kept it. Like, not even classy, but yeah, I get like they kept it classy. Like they made sure they had their opinion heard, but they did it in the right way, bro. When the officials having to get stitched up because man's getting dashed out the way and they're coming on, they're dashing bottles, flares, all above. That's a riot. That is an excuse to be a hooligan. So all of a sudden you've ruined what could be a good voice that makes us as the fans look right. And now you've given legs to the people who look down on us. Because now you've made it look like, oh, look what these guys are like. Look at this. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like the way they did it is wrong, bro. The intention behind it might be right, but they've gone about it the wrong way, bro. If that was my brother who just got roughed up and all battered up now, and I'll be livid, bro.
Can I just say something though?
Just quickly, sorry, Cap, just quickly. But this is why when I say though, there's always going to be certain people that go over the top. Remember, there's other people that are just going there to friendly protest, so we can't put everyone in the same basket.
But no, Arsenal fans. I'm not blaming everybody.
No, I know you're not. But
those people have ruined it for everyone, and that's always how it is, bro.
But
No, they have.
but that's what I think is important to say is that we use the word riot, and again, this is not aimed at you, Drift, but we use the word riot. I don't think it is a riot because riot usually is when more than the majority are doing that sort of stuff. From what I've seen, more than the majority were not throwing bottles and vandalizing and hurting people. It was a small minority, so I don't think you can call it a riot. I think it's a protest, but some people have gone overboard. So I don't think
That's what
that's
I think.
the fan base of United. I don't think.
Yeah, fair enough.
So
Fair enough.
I think
It's becoming a riot if it starts happening.
But
That's the point.
but this is the problem though, because the people who against this protest will highlight those images more than whatever other images. Why are we not seeing the other peaceful people who are there, and why is that not being highlighted? We're just seeing the worst of the worst. That's what frustrates me, because the narrative is now changing. In my opinion, in my humble opinion, I do give credit to Man United fans going there to protest, but I do think a few of them, the ones who were doing the vandalizing and stuff like that, have taken it up a level. However, the idea of a protest is to bring about change and to shake up the system. And effectively, by them doing that today, having the biggest game in England cancelled, there's got to be something. There's got to be discussions held. There's got to be. It's drawing the masses now to see what's going on, and whether something happens more or not, this is going to be a talking point for a long, long time. This is history. We are witnessing something we would never see again and never have seen before.
No, I
Manchester
agree.
United versus Liverpool has been cancelled. And again, I'm not
once
justifying.
Someone gets hurt, though, bro. The things change. Bro.
No, but again, Drift. What I'm saying is, you're saying one person got hurt. And I'm not condoning that person getting hurt.
No, I'm saying once people start getting hurt, then it brings the wrong kind of. I don't know, like people shouldn't be getting hurt.
No, they shouldn't be. They shouldn't be. No, but one person. If let's say there's 10,000 people going there to protest, but one out of the 10,000 throw a bottle and someone gets hurt, my heart goes out to that person. God's honest, but I cannot blame the 10,000 people are there. I just blame that one person who's still an idiot.
I hear that. But to be honest, there was more than like just a few people who were being stupid. It was quite a big portion.
No, but in terms of how many people that were there, even if you said it was like 20 or 30, you got to remember there was how many people that were there. So it's still a minority, in my opinion, when you look at it like that. Minority. And again, no one's condoning any violence. I'm just saying, again, the whole point of a protest is you try and make change. And I think that's what the majority were trying to do. Unfortunately, you get idiots that take it over the top. And that's exactly what happened today. And that's why the game got called off.
Again, not even to, and we spoke about this before we came on, Matt, and you raised this point so well. Where was all this energy when the racism was going on? Without changing the subject, where was all this energy?
There weren't none.
When there was racism going on.
There weren't none. It's that simple. I didn't see.
So this is my thing as well. Like there's Sky, Gary Neville, and all that. They hold the high ground at the moment, and they're talking about it, and they're saying the Super League was this, that, and this and that. Why weren't this happening when there was racism going on? Why is it Kamara from Rangers gets racially abused on the pitch? The person who racially abused him got 10 matches banned. He gets 4. Why is that not being spoken about on Sky? Why is that not a big thing? Why is UEFA and all these lot not coming out with statements? Why is it now that money's being affected? We're seeing everyone's true colours.
Do you want to know what? Yeah, if I'm being completely honest with you, it's probably even bigger than money, but I'm not going to get us in trouble by going into it.
No, of course, but
it's too big of a can of worms to open, isn't it?
But you know what, we say that, and again, I'm not even saying we do it on this show, but we say it's too big of a can of worms to open. But you know what? Sometimes you got to bust it. Sometimes you got to open a can of worms. I'm not going to say the last break because I'll get clipped up, and that'll be a madness.
No, but what you're saying is facts, though. You have to.
You got to dash it.
Because
you say that, but.
None of this energy was there for Black Lives Matter. None of this energy. Even for Super League, even going back to Super League, everyone was getting all up in a hissy fit. Even all the big TV stations all getting into it. Oh, this is a hypocrisy, but this and that. You didn't say none of that when it was Black Lives Matter. Yeah,
but you know why?
Change. No,
in simplistic terms.
Drift, here's this though. When this was happening, they were saying, "Yeah, we got to do more. Yeah, we got to. I know. We'll do a little campaign." Yeah, we'll do something like that. Yeah, we'll boycott the media for a bit. Yeah, we'll take 3 days of Twitter and Instagram. What, you think that's gonna make change? Are you stupid?
No, what I will say,
Are you
what I will
dumb?
say to that,
That's
though,
not
Matt, what I
making
will-
no change, bro.
no,
No
but
change.
there has to be a start as well, though, Matt. So I'm not gonna get onto them about that. There has to be a start somewhere.
Bro, when all this started happening, especially more in the limelight, why is it taking only up until now to try and make this
Oh no,
this
no, that's
decision?
true.
That's a
That's
start. Look how
That's
long
true.
it took them. When it was Super League, bro, the thing was squashed in 48 hours, bro.
No, I know.
Like, and I know racism is different. It is different because you can't squash it in 48 hours. But what I'm trying to say is,
You can, but I can't really speak
No,
on
no.
what I do on that.
yeah, all right, you can. You can
Could
go.
be squashed
alright,
in 10 minutes, really.
But what I'm trying to
No.
say is, though, there's other things that you can do that's more powerful than what has happened amongst us. I'm telling you, like it's a joke.
To put it simply,
Oh,
here's the reason why, without going too deep, but here's the reason why it's different.
You don't care about it.
Not even just caring. If you ain't been through it, to you, the other person's making a big deal.
There's no money involved, bro.
And no, it's not even. It's not even about money.
It is money.
No, it is, bro. It is.
No. Money plays a part in the Super League thing, but I'm talking about the racism thing.
No, I
At the
as
end,
well.
That's not
at the end of the
money.
day,
There's no money.
if you haven't really been through it yourself, you can be sympathetic, you can be empathetic, but you really don't get it. Even if you think you get it, you don't get it, and therefore you don't have the hunger inside you that will light up. Just like how something like this, where you do get it and you are affected.
Disagree. Shall I tell you why? Shall I tell you why? It's the same thing with bullying, yeah? I've never been bullied.
So why don't you think there's been anything that's happened when it comes to years and years and years?
Bro,
it's because people truly don't really have the burning desire inside because they don't know what it feels like.
I disagree, Drift, and the reason I say that, and maybe I'm only seeing it from my point of view. I've got white friends, Asian friends, like who would ride out like that, bruv. If we said we're gonna go up here and do a march, or we're gonna do this, or we're gonna try and do that,
and they never experienced it,
but they've never experienced it, bruv. How many white people?
I'm not saying that there aren't some people, but what I'm saying is, and at the end, you know what though? At the end of the day, they, even though they're respectful, morally good people, and that's what we love about them, deep down inside, they still don't get what it feels like, though.
But you don't have
shall
to
I tell you what
to,
it is?
to affect change.
Listen, it's this simple. This simple. No pun intended. Yeah, black and white. Money is run. Sorry, the world is run by money. Yeah, until billionaires and millionaires, until something like money affects them, that's when they want to do something. You see racism. Yeah, that's not affecting their pocket, so to speak, directly. So that's why you would never see them, man, come up and make stands and all this stuff. They won't bother with that because it don't affect them, bro. Super League and everything was affecting everyone from a financial point. Yeah, that's what people need to understand. When it's money, yeah, that's when people want to start talk up. That's why I will say it again. Super League was squashed in 48 hours. Want to know why? Because money was involved. Money make the world go round, bro. It's that simple. So when money's involved, that's when people want to talk up. And that's where they want to start doing something.
Well, you got to be honest with you. Effectively, the powers that be, if they stop racism, effectively they're giving up their power, and power is the money. So it kind of still is that.
No, kind of categorizing their drift, bro.
No, but if you're the oppressor, the people who you're oppressing, if you stop doing it, then if they come up to your level, you no longer have any control over them. Therefore, it will start affecting your pocket.
Hence why
whichever way you look at it.
Hence why I'm saying if you're the one who's oppressed, you need outside help. So whether people fully get it or not, when the outside help comes, that's when the oppressors rise up because you've got more help there, you've got more numbers, etc.
Yeah, of course. But it's just harder to get that help when people know it's wrong, but they still just don't have that burn in them because they don't know what it feels like.
No, but let me say this.
Of course, there's loads of people that are on board to help.
It's
just a little bit harder when you don't truly get the pain of it, though.
No, I get. It's not about getting the pain. It's about making change. So, Drift, let's say, for example, I saw a woman outside and she was getting harassed by a guy. I've never been harassed by a guy sexually, but bro, I'm gonna do something about it, innit?
Of course. But you would feel a lot more, but you would, without even realizing, you'd feel a lot more angry about it if you'd watched your sister go through it last year or something. Do you get what I mean? Like, there's something that would give you an extra burn because
they
you've
would.
got that understanding of it. Do you get
No,
what I'm saying?
I get you, but it's not about having extra burden. It's about just doing something, bro. So if I, again, God forbid, I went out and saw a woman getting sexually harassed, I'm gonna go and do something straight away. Not because I've been affected by it, not because someone in my family has happened to. I'm gonna, because I've seen something that's wrong and something needs to be done about it. And if I can do something, I'm gonna do something.
Yeah,
So, but
100%.
And the same,
that's where.
and the
But
same
the
thing.
motivation is easier when you get it
No,
from
it
an
is.
internal point of view.
No,
Do you
no.
get what I'm
What you're
saying?
saying is right, Drift. It is easier, but I still think though your morals. If your morals are correct, you should know. Like anyone would know this anyway. Like say for example, Drift. I don't know
Yeah,
someone
that's
you know.
facts. That's facts.
So yeah. So someone you know was being bullied, so to speak, but you haven't been bullied yet. Bro, you're not gonna have it. You're gonna try and do everything in your power to make sure they don't get bullied. And just because you haven't been bullied, you're not gonna sit there and go, I haven't been bullied, so I don't know if I can really. You're gonna get involved because morally, you've got morals, and I think a lot of other people have morals, and they have common sense. I think sometimes we use these things as an excuse, as oh, if you haven't gone through it, then you don't quite understand. And maybe some people are like that, just what you're saying, because there are some people in the world that will probably turn a blind eye and go, well, I've never been through that. It don't affect me. I ain't been bullied. I don't really care. Whereas a lot of other people, like us here, people in the chat around the world, people are gonna look at that and go, we just know racism is wrong. I don't need to have been racially abused to understand that I need to do something about it, because that's not how the world should be. That's all I'm saying.
See where you're. Again, I'm not trying to put words in your mouth, and again, obviously, correct me if I'm wrong here, Drift. But I think what you're saying is phase 2 of getting racism out, like having that motivation, having that experience. That's phase 2. Phase 1 at the surface of getting people to stop being racist, I think that involves everyone. I don't think you have to have a motive or anything.
Of course, bro. 100%.
So I think your phase is the second phase, where the first part of it's been eradicated. Now it's stopping the next generation and educating people. But the first phase, it needs to be right. If someone's racist, they get dealt with there and then harshly, to the point where other races see it and think, you know, I don't really want that situation happening to me. So I gotta either keep it to myself or I gotta change my views. And I think that's what the problem is. But in terms of going back,
100%. 100%.
So going back to sort of the Glazers and all this, I've seen a lot of Liverpool fans who are sort of 50-50 on what's gone on today. Obviously, it's affected us because we had a game today and we've not had to go out and play this game, whether we thought we were going to win or lose. But it brings up the FSG question, the Glazers question. Now, a lot of Man United fans in here in the chat right now, so shout out to Man United fans in here.
Big them up as well. Still.
They've said they've been at war with the Glazers since 2015, which is effectively 16 years. And again, not condoning
2015, did you say, bro?
No, 2005.
Oh, you said 2015 by accident.
You said 2015, bro.
I know you meant 2005, but you said 2015. Yeah.
No, I just wanted to actually know if it was 2015 or 2005.
Well, they've only been not even fighting for that long, and they've got this much hate.
So,
right.
Let me ask you guys a question. When it comes to making change at just a small level, where are the lines crossed? Because I mean, we commend what Arsenal did the other day, Drift, but again, I don't think they really shook up the Cronkies. And again,
I think they have a little bit, you know, because there's been a bit of talk this week that he's thinking of selling.
There's some reports, and again, it's reports, it's not factual. So there were reports that apparently, even though they came out with a statement saying they're not selling, there are now reports saying apparently they're now willing to sell. And again, whether that's true or false, I think there's no smoke without fire. So maybe things are going on behind the scenes. And like how you said it, I think Arsenal fans, I'm not saying they done the best protest or anything like that, but their game didn't get cancelled. There was no, from what I saw, there was no violence.
They're still making their money.
Yeah, but again, let's say
I think the Arsenal fans did it well.
But,
I must admit, I think they did it very well. Because even the Chelsea fans were being a bit like, they weren't being violent in the way that
I'll be real, the Chelsea fans,
they got roughed up and like they were being, I was like, oh guys, hold on a minute, you don't need to like go that far. Like he's one of your legends.
I wouldn't say he got roughed up. He went out there to talk to people and he was in the middle of it.
Mate, but I saw people being a bit like over the top with him though. I was like, well, he ain't got nothing to do with it. Like, what's going on?
But you see, just go back to my point. You see, with Arsenal, I'm not saying that they've done the best protest of all time, but you know, you like to think that no one got hurt from what I saw. their message was powerful enough that it made noise. Whether it happens or not remains to be seen. Whereas what's happening today is that it started off that way, no violence or nothing, people being a bit silly, fair enough, that's what's going to happen. But then it turned a bit sour, like flares and dashing bottles and, you know what I'm saying? Like it just got
That's what I'm saying.
and...
When, apparently, you know, the people in the sky box, Sooners and all them, man.
gantry.
The fans started throwing bottles trying to hit them up at the bit where they were. That's not protesting.
No, that's stupid.
That's just dumb. That's just dumb and foolish.
Do you get what I'm saying? That's not protesting anymore. Burning the pitch with flares. That's vandalism. Like you've gone beyond what it was supposed to be about. What you should have done, first of all, I don't even think you should have come in the stadium, personally, because anything you're doing, and obviously I might sound like I'm being too like law abiding, but anything you're doing that's breaking the law gives a leg to the people who are against you or you're trying to protest to. So once you trespass and go in the stadium, you're already doing something wrong that now makes the other people have a leg to stand on. So they shouldn't even have broke into the stadium, because they could be like, right, arrest everyone, trespassing, send them all to jail, boom. You've given them a leg to have their argument. So they shouldn't have done that. But even if you're going to do that, come in, all stand in the middle of the pitch and maybe sing a Man United tune, get the harmony flowing, show unity. Don't come in and start throwing flares, bottles, mashing up the corner flag and doing all that shit. What are you doing?
Bro.
To me, you've just gone into the stadium as an excuse to do what you kind of wanted to do, and that is be naughty.
Yeah, that's
so
100%
to speak. Like,
true.
Do you get what I'm saying? And that's the reason why I'm saying it's not a riot, so to speak, but that... Did you really come to protest? Because that turned real quick from a protest into doing dumb shit.
John is Drift. What you just said there is spot on. Do you want to know why? You see, like, for example, when we go out, or whatever, say, like, obviously before the COVID thing, say we went to a bar or something, we go out and have a good time. You would get other people that go out, they put on their clothes, but they're going to beef people. They don't care about going out, listening to tunes and having fun. Them man, they're just going out looking for beef, and that's what they wanted to do when they woke up. When they getting dressed, they're like, I don't care, man. Someone's getting moved to his own business.
It's an excuse to do what you want to do.
Yeah, that's what some people are how they're wired. Now, this gets me to the biggest thing and the biggest talking point of the whole show, in my opinion, and I'm going to start it from here. Do Liverpool deserve the 3 points? It's a rhetorical question. Yes, and I'll tell you why. Yes, we do.
You know,
no, quick. I just got to land this quickly before we crash. Or before I crash, because I'll forget. You know what I'm like? I'll forget, bro. It's got nothing to do with us. You know, this whole protest is nothing to do with Liverpool FC. For starters, you've made our players think that it might not even be safe to come into the stadium. You made our manager think that is it even safe for the team bus to go to the stadium. So people are out here thinking, right, like opposition fans, like I know it's supposed to be a protest, but is it safe for us? Liverpool Football Club wanted to play this game. It had nothing to do with us, So therefore, I hate to say it, not even hate to say it, the 3 points should be awarded to us. What do we have to do with this whole blasted protest? That's on them, you know. If they wanted to get the game cancelled, that's on them, man.
I want to address this straight away, so there's no sort of blurred vision here. We have never once on the channel said Asian people haven't experienced racism. Not once.
Yeah. What?
So please listen to what we say before you message. Do not spread false narratives about us. Don't do stuff like that.
I'm kind of confused to what we say. Where they would even think that you said that.
Yeah, that is ridiculous.
No one said that. I don't understand. Man's trying to put words in man's mouth.
With all due respect, if you're not going to listen to what we're saying properly, it's best you kind of keep your opinions to yourself, or feel free to watch something else on YouTube. Billions of videos uploaded every day on YouTube. You don't have to watch us.
Man, that's a mad thing.
But no,
I was going to say, before we move on to that subject, I was going to say, let's see what the people are saying anyway, because we've been getting a lot of messages coming through.
Yeah.
Let's address them, and then we'll get back onto the thing about the 3 points.
Calm.
All right, so Edward says, I've got no time for FSG after the Super League shambles, but FSG being attacked by Sky pundits for a protest against the Glazers, while Abramovich and Mansour, who also joined the Super League, are lauded by the same pundits. Very true. Thank you, Joe's. I'm Asian. You never said anything like that. Thank you, Joe. Someone who listens to the show.
Yeah.
Tahir says, we Liverpool are embarrassing. We can't even protest. I wouldn't want to protest like that personally.
And remember, we've actually
more
also
drifty.
condemned the Liverpool fans on here that smash up team buses.
Yeah.
Because banging on the bus and doing a little intimidation, that can be seen as like funny.
Look at that,
Start
Man
smashing
City.
windows and you've took it too far.
Remember the Man
You know what I
City
mean? Like,
thing?
why are you looking at windows?
We spoke
So
about
we've said
that.
the same thing about Liverpool fans that smash up the team bus.
Yeah.
You can't do that. You've took it too far. You've took it too far, man.
Like I'm more on Drifty's wave where, if you can get into the stadium, all congregate, and you basically either you just stand there or you sit down. Don't damage nothing. You made your point. You say, right, you're not getting to the pitch. Players ain't getting to the pitch until something's done.
Yeah, everyone just sit down on the pitch and be like, you're not playing the game, and just peacefully do it.
Violent.
You don't come in and start doing a madness, brother. You know what I mean? And when you see people like scoring goals in the goal or not, you're like, oh yeah, you're just ramping now.
Of course,
like you're not even really, you know what I mean? You're not even really here for that. Like you're just ramping. I see man standing in the goal and man taking shots at him. You're not serious. Come on, you're not serious.
Man are taking their phones out and trying to dribble the ball into the net.
That's not serious, man.
Come on,
do you know
man.
what I mean?
You came here to just have a laugh, innit? You didn't even know what was going on with the protest. You probably didn't know what the protest was about. You just heard a bag of man going on Trafford. You were like, hey, if that means I can get on the pitch, then boy. Certain men are like that. They don't even know what's going on. They want to get involved.
El Conquistador 23 says, as a United fan, I'm very proud of our fans. If drastic changes need to be made, drastic measures need to be made. Yeah, that's your opinion, fair enough. Jamie Phillips, so what's this happening in the rearranged game? And LFC have not processed it because our owners are nowhere near as bad as United's. I have no idea what's going on rearranging the game. In terms of who's worse out of FSG and the Glazers, we could do a whole show on that, to be honest. Could do a whole show. Sam Max Legends AS says, this is symptomatic of failure of fit and proper owners. Process the Muppets at the FA and the EPL have. Admittedly, the intent of the new owners is never clear, but has to be reviewed to stop such ownership in the future. Very good point. Jamie Phillips says, if this was a match for the title, there would have been no protests. Lots of fans are hypocrites. If they spent 200 million in the summer, all forgot. I think that's a fair point, actually. I think because they didn't do that before. They didn't do that before the Roma game, did they? They could have done this before the Roma game.
Don't give it any energy, bro.
No, I want to finish.
No, don't give it any energy,
but
bro.
You're right. I might just.
Don't give it any. Don't give it any energy. But yeah, say Cal. Finish what you was just saying, bro.
I've got another super chat here. So that was Jamie basically saying, I basically agree with that because the Man United fans didn't protest before the Roma game like this. And that's because that game had more significance than this Premier League game for their actual team. So again, that's another
I didn't
point.
think about it like that.
That's a good point by
that's
Jamie.
A good point. That's a good point.
Jamie Phillips, our fans all say we don't protest are embarrassing. We have protests for 30 plus years for the 96. Then people would have shame. Facts, Jamie. Jamie, with all the facts tonight still. Zuberi says, man got one haircut in his do-rag every show. What are you saying, Matt? I actually got a haircut yesterday, but I need to plait the top, so you lot can't see it while it's in this state still. But shout out Zuberi. You got me with that one. Very well done.
Hey, don't give a joke, bro.
9075 Jamrock says, why are you guys surprised? People have selective moral outrage when it only directly impacts them. Fans are no different than TV broadcasters. I think fans are different, in my opinion. Fans are very different.
Same. Fans are very different, in my opinion.
Brother O Sampson says, Matt is on smoke tonight. Go on, brother. More fire for them. Musa LFC 21 says, did you guys see the officials got beat up? Yeah, we spoke about that slightly earlier.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. It's too much. You've gone too far at that point. You've gone too far. If anybody gets hurt, people have gone too far.
Yeah, 100%.
It's just facts.
100%.
As Matt said, man needed stitches under his eye. And also, why are you roughing a man up?
Yeah,
what did he do?
It's supposed to be a protest.
What did he do? And not only that, Matt, what did he do?
Yeah,
you know, like it's not even like you've even got a reason why you roughed him up. Why did you rough him up for?
Because remember when I said a minute ago about certain people's intentions before they come out their yard, didn't it? That's what that was about.
And even the thing of like the players and the managers were literally as upset as we are as the fans. So why are you then like making them feel like they're in danger? Like I heard they had to like really worry about put the security at the hotel, and I'm like, hold on a minute, why are the players' safety in danger? Like, what? There's nothing to do with the players. Why are you in danger as somebody who is just as out of the loop as the fans were? Like, yeah, man, it went too far. It went too far.
I agree. Tate Sean says, on second thought, Ben Davies was man of the match. 1975, Jamrock said, same thing about fans not caring about the type of owners they have at their clubs. ESL was a fight over who gets money, the Premier League, UEFA, or TV.
We're not laughing at you, Carl. We're laughing at
this is Aaron. Aaron's one of my boys as well. Two-pack been on Kop-Ish all the time. We're Cala. Big up Aaron. Aaron knows who he is. Big up Aaron. Well done for that, Aaron. Well done, Aaron. Jamie says,
with me.
all us has fans to blame, has as well. We all want 200 million spent in the summer and 300k on players every week. The owners of these clubs are wrong. Very true. Sam Max Legend says people move mountains if money's involved. Sad world. Facts.
Yes, 100.
Michael Ramsey said racing will never stop because I'm going to read the super chat and I'm going to address something very quickly before I move on. Racing will never stop because coloured people don't support their own race. First thing they do is get married outside the race when they get money. First and foremost, Michael, I'm not a coloured person. I'm a black man. Don't call me coloured. I'm not a flipping box of Crayola. I'm not coloured. And second of all, I don't care who a next man wants to marry. I don't care. I don't care what someone's colour looks like. Who gives a damn? You're part of the problem with that comment. Get a grip, man. Come on, Michael. Do better than that. Talking about, don't marry this and don't marry that. Grow up, man.
Nah, man.
What the hell? Coloured. I'm black, bruv. You're lucky I'm not in a mood today, Mike. I'd really go off on you, bro. Yafu. Wenger said, we are seeing a fans revolution. Thoughts?
Without the violence, I would agree. But as I said, and again, if you want to know how you do it nice and peacefully, look at how the Arsenal fans did it. I have to say, they did it right. They came out in their thousands. They made a stand. They made noise. But they didn't make it violent or threatening in any way, and people respected it. It was all over the news. Everybody covered it, and it was good. And now the Glazers are thinking, "Rah, what do we do next? Don't rough man up. Don't do the violence. Don't start smashing up things. That doesn't prove nothing. All that does is make us as the fans look like we're the ones in the wrong and give lead to the people who we're supposed to be trying to show wagwan. You got to understand the difference, man. Yeah. You have to understand the difference. So shout out to the Arsenal, man. They did it right. And you know what? If they come back and they do it every single week in exactly the same way, they will get heard. You can't ignore that if it keeps on happening over and over and over again. Do you get what I mean? Yeah. It can't. Whereas right now, everyone's just looking at the Man U fans sideways now. What are these man on?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You don't want men looking at you like that. You don't.
Just to clarify as well, Michael, the reason why I went at you harder than someone else as well is because you're a black man, so you should know better than to say stuff like that. I know other people who will say the word coloured and stuff like that, and they're not saying it from a derogatory place, even though I don't agree with it. And again, that's because they've been told in some parts of the world or by some people that's the term to use. That's not the term to use.
It was back in like the 50s or whatever it was. When that term was used. We've moved on since then, though.
No, we have.
You know what? You don't even need to explain, Carl. No, I will. No. But there's no need to explain that. What Michael said there
let me land, man. Let me land. But no, because there are some people who will say it without it being derogatory or rude. But I'm just here to say now, if you say coloured, it's not coloured, it's black. But you see, flipping Michael knows better than that. He's just being an idiot. A-Spec says, in the replay to this game, if the replay to this game is played after City versus Chelsea next week, it means City will have to play a strong team versus Chelsea to seal the title, hopefully beat them. It's true. It's going to be interesting to see how and when this game gets moved around and how it affects the rest of the fixture table as well. Sean Swain says, rumours are fans use Bruno's teeth to break the lock at Old Trafford. Fair enough.
Was there another rumour that what's his name? That Ben Davis was also getting a piggyback off him. Still.
Ben Davis was actually man of the match today, apparently. So,
I thought he might have been getting a piggyback off Bruno. Tuesday, we don't even know if man's even alive or even there. So, I don't know, bro.
We got man like Mike in the building. I always love rival fans that show us love because it shows that football can be about unity rather than
of course,
beef, you know what I mean?
because there's bigger things at hand, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought to say something, but yeah, we'll keep it.
No. Don't give energy to the negative.
Yeah, we
We'll
can't.
keep it moving.
It's
still.
hard.
No,
I'm not gonna lie. It's
you know
very.
what it is? It's just that when people say I'll leave it here. When people say certain things, yeah, I just think to myself, are you doing that for a wind up, or do you genuinely believe that? The fact that you type that in it, I'm just saying certain people on there, innit?
And just in case they're doing it for the wind up, you don't let it wind you up. That's what I'm saying. You don't
for real, but it's just that when it comes to like racism and things like that, I'm gonna be real.
No, it's hard, bro. It's hard.
On my side, there's no tolerance in it. There's no tolerance whatsoever.
Bro, I grew up going to the northeast as a youngster. I know how hard it is to bite your tongue or to ignore racism, bro.
That's what I'm saying. When people are watching you, you have to be you know what I'm saying, and I think that's what it is as well.
See, again, I'll be honest, Matt, I disagree with that. I think the whole we should be on and I'm not saying we bite at these lot only because I don't want to give them any shine, but you see the whole, because we're on a certain platform, we shouldn't react. I'll be honest with you, bro. No matter how big we get in the game, if someone's racially abusive to me and they do it to my face, you better be prepared to go to the depth of hell because we're going to fight until one of us ain't moving.
100%.
Like, this whole notion of, oh, well, they're in the media, they couldn't really hit that person. No, if you're old enough and you're brave enough to talk about racism, you're old enough and brave enough to get smacked about it, in my opinion. So it is what it is.
100%.
It is what it is. Gang and Deep says, hi, guys. Three of you do a fantastic job, but a few make left field comments. I suggest zero tolerance and block them indefinitely. Big up Kop-Ish. We have started doing that. We will continue to do that as well.
100%. Hold on. What?
Samonus says, what has done more damage to the pyramid of football in Europe? Sky's breakaway and globalization, or ESL's proposal that last 24 hours was a DOA? Oh, yeah, Sky are not innocent in this, and I'm glad that was brought up.
Hold on, sorry. I know I have to say something here. I'm seeing the maddest comment just come up on the screen. I'm not gonna give them energy. Can you man see it?
There's been a few, Bob. I'm saying it's probably to get your attention. That's why I'm saying it's just a block.
Crazy?
You don't give it any energy.
Almost bliss. Are you serious?
Yeah, these people think that you can't get IP addresses tracked and all those.
That's what I'm trying to say.
That's cool.
I don't understand.
1975 Jamrock says, how are fans different, Cal? Was there protests like this over racism, human rights violations, corruption, bombing in Yemen? TV broadcasters are upset over potential loss of money, not corruption and racism. No, I agree with that. I do agree with that.
A minute, man, dead in the camera.
Definitely agree with that. Promo says, my birthday today, kind of glad it can't be ruined.
Oh yeah, I remember Promo. I remember Promo. Hey,
shout out to Promo.
You know what, bro? Because Man United didn't upset us today, pick up your damn self. Happy 31st birthday, bro. Drop the beat for Promo.
Happy birthday.
Big up, man.
Shout out to Chris Brack and the LFC.
By the way, the mods are on it, Matt, so don't worry. The mods are on
it. I'm not doing anything. Yeah, I'm not doing nothing.
Yeah.
No, but I can see it winding you up, bruv. Just don't
I just said I'm looking man in the camera. That's all I said, didn't it? That's all I said. I didn't say that, no.
Chris Brack, LFC Day Trippers and Chris Brack, shout out to you guys. Just to say, you guys are class in my book. Same to you guys. You guys are very classy as well. Love the Day Trippers. Yeah, Matt, I'll be honest with you. I've been going back and forth with a racist all morning, pretty much.
Do you know what? These man there. No, wait. That's what I'm gonna say. I ain't gonna say no.
Troy M hopped on the stream and see Dipset count the white. I see Cal run, yeah. Dipset vibes. That is jokes. Well done.
I'm not even gonna lie. It is kind of a cam vibe with the white one. Still, not gonna lie.
Yeah, my black one's in the wash, so I had to rock this one. Shout out to our brother James Redmond TV. If you haven't subscribed to James, go and do so. And also going to drop the beat for James. Just hit 40k or not too long ago. Shout out to James. Big up our brother James.
Trust me.
Hammers, I heard you've got a bit of a tight calf. Missed the game yesterday, bro. Actually, you know what? I take that back. I shouldn't even make a joke about our brother playing for the blue shirt. My bad.
Knocks me sick, some of these comments. Love to you lads, always doing an excellent job at spreading the right message and entertaining. Bless you, James, bro. LFC Aaron, you guys are the best. 3 great guys. You guys in the comment, most of you guys in the comments.
Most of you guys, best. 99% of you, 100%.
Couple of guys who are keyboard warriors.
Trust me.
Oh, what? Chelsea women won the Champions League, yeah? Hey,
nah,
Champions League,
Champions League semi-final. Champions League semi-final.
Oh, the semi.
The semi. Okay. Can't even hate on that still. Women's football's on things right now.
Right.
It is,
trust me. Zlatan Ibra says, celebrating Easter only to see MU fans tripping themselves to get a penalty. Drizzy Des says, the Premier League shouldn't reschedule the game, award Liverpool 3 points and punish United severely. I do think we should actually be awarded the 3 points. Like that was nothing in our fault. Jersey Boy, massive thank for the super chat. Massive super chat there. Shout out to Jersey Boy.
Jersey Boy, man.
Follow Jersey Boy's channel as well. He does some great work with Ryan LFC as well.
Trust me.
Big up, man.
Absolute legends. Hope the website I sent you, Callum, worked. Hope you're okay. Yeah, we'll speak offline, bro. We'll speak offline. Michael, YouTube block when I use the right word. That's why I had to change the word. They don't block when you say black, Michael.
Yeah, why would they block for black, bro? Like,
if you use the N word, yes, then I hope they block it, Michael. Like, do we think Man United will be punished because of the doings of their fans, guys? And if the shoe was on the other foot, would we want to see Liverpool, the actual football team, punished?
See, I don't think Man United should be punished. I think that would be over the top. I just think we should be given the 3 points and we shouldn't have to reschedule the fixture of the game.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I don't think they should be I don't think it went so far that like deduct them points and stuff. Like, I know they're the enemy, but I'm not going to go that far. Do you know what I mean? I don't want Liverpool to get into the Champions League because you took 15 points off Man United and then we got in there because of that or something stupid like that. Like, I don't want you to go and do anything silly.
I hear you.
But just give us the 3 points and let us. Don't give us a whole schedule pile up rubbish. Yeah, just give us the 3 points and be done with it.
Do you know what I'll say? Give us the 3 points, because I do feel like, again, if you, let's say for example, you take points off Man United, that's unfair to Man United, the players, the staff. Do you know what I'm saying? That they had nothing to do with that. Remember, this is the fans against the owners. If you penalize Man United, it has to be maybe something financial, because then it's only really kind of affecting the owners, so to speak. I know it does trickle down, but it's more so going to affect the owners. But even then, I feel like it's got to be something that's, I don't know, you've got to find that right balance. Because as I said before, is it unfair that Man United, the players, should be penalised for something that their fans are doing to their owners and it's not against the players? It's all where do you find that line? I don't know.
All right, here's the madness though.
Yeah, go on.
If a team goes into administration because of the owners, they get docked points though. So this is what I mean about precedents and being and setting precedents, because the players and the playing staff, they don't affect the club finances, but
that's true.
Clubs get relegated and points deducted if something outside of the game happens. So should there not be a punishment? And again, I'm not. I want people to be clear. I'm not set. No, I'm going to be real with you. I'm going to just pull back the curtain. I want the 3 points in it because I didn't think we were going to win the game.
But that's what I think it should go. I think anything
I want the
more.
3 points, and I want a 10-0 win. I want goal difference as well. I'm greedy like that. but what I will say is, when we're speaking fairly, we're quick to say, and this is not aimed at you two either, but most people in the game would be like, no, you can't deduct the team 3 points. This is the work of the fans. But really and truly, like when the owners get into debt, and like almost happened with us from the Hicks and Gillette, we would have got points deducted because we went into administration. But that's got nothing to do with Roy Hodgson at the time, nothing to do with the players, the staff, the coaches. That was just the owners. So if it's fans and the owners, shouldn't there still be ramifications?
Here's my take on it, and you lot might think I'm moving mad, but there's a little part of me that thinks if the players do something, the fans shouldn't be punished for it. But if the fans do something, it's not as bad if the players are punished for it. And I feel like that's because the
Sorry,
fans
say
are
that
the
again, Drift.
foundation of the
I
club.
slightly missed that.
Yeah,
Sorry, just say that again.
Say again. I went over my head.
If
as
the
well,
players do something mad, I don't think
players.
fans should be punished for it. But if the
Okay.
fans move mad, I feel like maybe if the players get punished for it, it's not the worst thing in the world because the fans are the foundation. So technically, they're the most important part of the club. So if the fans move mad and the club's punished for it, I don't think it's as unfair on the players if that happens, like it is if the players do something dumb and then us as all the fans have to sit back and be punished for it. Do you get where I'm coming from?
That's fair.
So you see, like when the owners were about to do the Super League and everyone was talking about punish the clubs for doing that madness, we would have been the ones that would have suffered through that. And that would have been why it wasn't fair. Why should all us millions of fans now get demoted to the Championship or knocked out of Europe for 5 years or all that mad stuff they were talking about because a couple man in the boardroom were moving mad? Well, we all get punished for that. But as the majority being the fans, if we go do something hella stupid, like cause some mad riot and like people died or something like that, if they turn around and punish the club, you kind of would get it because we're the majority, we're the foundation. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So right now, are you on the level of? So when I said it, it should be 3 points to us. That's how I see it. It should be 3 points.
Yeah, I think we should be given the points.
Yeah, but in regards to Man United,
and the game should be cancelled. But I don't think Man United should be deducted points. I think that's too far.
See, that's what I was saying. That's what I'm like, really and truly. Even if they were to even get a fine, I would still be like, right, they're being a bit harsh, but okay, it's a fine, right? They're Man United, they'll deal with it. But I just genuinely think, from my perspective, and I said from earlier, all I care about is the 3 points. Because I'm gonna be real. I wasn't confident getting into this game. Like I don't think we all were. I said a draw. You lot said we're probably gonna lose the game.
We weren't winning the game. We know we weren't.
Listen, I'm gonna be real.
Man's gonna be shameless. It's that give us the 3 points.
I'm gonna be real. Give us the 3 points.
This is a good shout from Tony L. The club should be able to control the fans, especially getting into the stadium. Again, that's another fair point. Where's the security? Everyone knew there was going to be protests today.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a secret.
Let me ask you this. Yeah. All right. So you're a security guard and you do your job to the absolute maximum. I know a few security guards, right? And you do your job to the absolute maximum. And let's say like 50% of them are like, I don't really care. And some of them are being serious. Now, let's say they come to your end where you're manning your end and you see a bag of man running towards you. Are you going to try and be a superhero? Or are you just going to be like, do you know what? As much as I take my job as seriously, I'm not losing my life over trying to stop how many people run into the stadium.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying, why weren't the security upped? Why weren't there more bodies?
Well, here's the thing.
Because it costs money.
No. Let me. In terms of security being upped, that's on Man United. I can't answer that one.
No, so that's
I'm
just what
talking
I'm saying.
about.
I think that's what the comment was saying as well. Why?
Okay.
Because the security, in my opinion, no security guard should have to put their life on the line to let people in the stadium.
Security got roughed up, and that's what I'm saying. Really and truthfully, what should have happened? Man United should have upped the security and said, if you lot are outside doing your peaceful thing, that's like that's well within your right. But you're not allowed to come into the stadium and you can't attack the bus when the players are trying to come.
Yeah.
And they should have just upped the security to make sure those things didn't happen.
Yeah, it's like the example we used off air was if someone said they're going to come to your house and harmed you, you're not just going to take that threat lightly, are you? You're going to make sure there's protocols in place.
Yeah. Of course. No, you're right. Man
United
United do you know what it is? I don't know whether they thought it was going to be as bad or whether they thought, you know what, they can't be bothered. It's one of the two, innit? It literally is the case of they've just thought, you know what? If it happens, it happens. They probably didn't think it was going to be as bad.
Did they not have doors on the? Is it that old of a stadium? Yeah.
No, and apparently they went through the disabled part, innit?
Yeah, but even still, like,
deep, you know,
you need to have you need to like, the police should be alerted from get go. Like, you told the stewards, the security from the get go. You even try and get a message out to the fans. I know there's a Twitter lockdown and all that thing but you know what? Lives are important. Lives are more important than this whole Twitter thing. That can be done as well. So, in my opinion, there could have been more done to negate some of what happened. In my opinion,
do you know what? People are gonna think I'm mad, yeah. This is a mad take on what I'm about to say, yeah. Who's seen Prison Break? I bet. Do you know what? In fact, I will guarantee you right now, there's probably one steward who was in on the whole thing, 100%. No. You think I'm joking, innit? he gave them man the blueprints like a Schofield thing, 100%. Because I'm gonna be real. When you have these protests, there's always one man that's some inside. You know, we just come to your head. You're like, I bet there's probably one man that was in on that. What, you think there's not going to be some security guards that don't like the Glazers?
We say
Really,
real
talk, bro. Real talk though. Hello, pretty. Bro, I'm telling you, there's gonna be one brother.
This is all going over my head, by the way, because I don't know.
Bro, there's
Drift,
one brother.
man.
Yeah, no, you used to get into it, but no, Drift. All I can say is this: there's gonna be one brother, most likely. Obviously, we'll never know who he is, but he's not gonna like the Glazers. He's there because he's doing his job. But when he realized what was going on, he probably said, "Yo, you know what? Yeah, that time there, I'm supposed to be over there. Yeah, I might just go and get a coffee or something."
What you say, man got nabbed like the guy in the Hold On, We're Coming Home Drake video where he got caught on the phone in the other room.
But I tell you, there's one man that was definitely in on it, 100%. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care. It's a mad take, but there's always going to be somebody. There's going to be somebody.
I said, Young Buck let me into.
Yeah. Yeah, Kalechi's right. Drift, how have you not watched Prison Break? No excuse.
Oi, Prison Break is season 1. Can't talk to season.
What year did Prison Break come out? Let me try and figure out why I didn't get on the hype.
I was in school at the time, so it's years ago.
Yeah, it's back in the day, bro. I'm trying to think.
Early school for me as well.
Trying to think what year it is.
Are we talking like early 2000? Is it that old?
Yeah, it might be like 2006. When I'm at Prison Break.
Yeah,
I think
I was probably still celebrating Istanbul then.
Possibly.
Yeah.
A couple more super chats. So Don 123.
1999. Oh my god.
No, 199.
Is Abdi
No way.
just winding man up?
He's winding you up, yeah.
See, like a lot of people saying 2005.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
05 to 17. Hold on, it ran for that long.
No. It came back.
It
came back for one season, but I'll be real. That season they came back.
That's it. Let's say about it better.
Yeah, it was already done. It was done. It was done.
So it was like season 2 of The Wire then. It's a bit like
whoa. We don't speak about The Wire on here.
No, but season two did kind of fall back.
Bro, that's that what you just said there is borderline blasphemy.
No, hold on. Are we not gonna act like season 1 and season 3 and 4 of The Wire was so good that we aren't allowed to be like, no, season 2 dropped the ball a bit?
No,
Come
it
on.
didn't. It was planning, but it was painting a picture, bro.
You do realize that they actually had different writers, and it's kind of been known that they were a bit like
but even if you think season 2 weren't that great,
it wasn't crap, but it was underwhelming compared to 1, 3, and 4.
All right, what I will say, it wasn't as good as the other season. Doesn't mean it was rubbish though.
No, but I never said it was rubbish. I said it dropped the ball because after season 1, you've got to keep it rolling. All right, put it like this, yeah. All right, no. Let me give you an analogy of what season 2 was.
Brother.
Season 1, Liverpool did the double, Champions League and the Premier League. That is how good season 1 is. Season 2, we won the FA Cup and finished 3rd in the league. We'd say we dropped the ball. We still got a trophy, but we dropped the ball, right?
Depends what the other 2 teams ahead of us did.
Come on, man. You know I'm right.
No,
come on. We dropped the ball, man. You can't just win the FA Cup and come 3rd after you did a double the season before.
Hold on. Let me quickly read it. So Mr. Here's my rebuttal says, any of you man watched the Money Heist yet? I haven't.
I'm on episode 4. I'm on episode 4. I'm finding it a little hard to get into.
Brother, listen, what?
Sorry, Stro. You know we love you on here, Stro. You ain't watched The Wire yet, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. As he said, he deserves all the smoke. If you get smoke for that, Stro, we can't even drop
something. We're gonna speak off stream about that. Yeah,
Stro's our guy, but I was gonna drop something, but I can't do it to Stro. I can't.
Bro, we're gonna have to speak offline about it.
Yeah? Money Heist, though. I will say this though. I think Money Heist is good, but again, I still feel like season 1 is the best. But I don't want to say too much, but it gets a little samey.
On my wave. I feel like, and you know what, man? It was you that actually gassed it to me. And when I started watching it, I just thought, this ain't crap or anything. But
Money Heist.
This is different to get. This is quite difficult to get hyped.
What, Money Heist?
Yeah, it's kind of difficult to get hyped.
Watch the whole of season 1 or watch the whole of segment 1 or season 1, how they call it, and then come back to me. Trust me, it's good. It's not amazing. It's not like the best thing ever, but it's good. It's good. I'd say one thing that is great, the superhero one, where
Well,
they're
I
bad
always give
guys.
great recommendations. Come on, the boys.
That one there, the boys.
The
That
boys.
one there is on smoke.
Flame. Who was it that recommended that? You recommended that to me,
Drift,
innit, Drift?
Yeah, it was
said that
me,
to
yeah.
me.
Yeah. Quality stuff.
The
Ozark's
boys.
another
There's
one. Shout out
another
to
one.
Conroy.
You know what? I'm actually about to start Ozark once I finish something else.
Yeah, I've got to start Ozark as well.
I want to
Ozark's
give
good.
Ozark my full attention, so I'm waiting to
Ozark's
start
good.
that.
Hold on, Carl. Have you started? You started Cobra Kai, innit?
Have you, man? No. In my defense, you both know how busy my life is at the moment. You both
Here we
know.
go. The busy excuse.
No, come on, man. You both know my life's busy, man. Come on.
You know what?
man.
You know what? Cobra Kai is
Matt,
the
don't do
type
that
of watch
face,
that
Matt.
you can squeeze it in, Cal. Take your iPad in the bathroom when you go toilet, bro.
I can't
squeeze
believe
it in.
And cause
Squeeze
I
it in
don't-
while you're squeezing it out, bro.
I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to say.
I watched The Incredibles 2 again last night with my little one. Still, that's my film.
So hold on, wait. Carl baited himself up there. So he said he's got no time to start Cobra Kai, but you was able to watch it. What did you watch last night, Carl?
Incredibles 2 with my kid, bro. Can I watch Cobra Kai with Stevie?
That's not the point. You had
Yes,
time.
it is, bro. I can't watch
You had
Cobra Kai with
time.
Stevie.
Nah, bro.
No, I can't, bro. I can't.
You
watch
had
it with
time. I know you
I've
had
had to
time.
stop, bro. I've had to stop Stevie watching UFC because he shouts out "It's time" and then starts kicking things in the house. Like, I can't even let him watch UFC anymore. He's picking up too many things. I'm dead serious. Like, the missus had a proper chat with me about it the other day. Because if he does it in nursery, I'm going to be the one who gets in trouble.
Yeah,
No,
I'm not
it's
gonna
true.
lie.
It's true.
Kari
You can't let little
watch
man
UFC.
watch Cobra Kai.
Kari watched UFC a couple of times, and yeah, I'll leave it there. I'll leave it
Bro,
there.
he's
don't watch
leaned
it.
over.
He's not allowed to watch it.
He's got a little punching bag and he's leaned the bottom base bit over because he's just going ham on it after watching UFC. I can't let him watch it anymore. Well, all that's going to happen is in 10 years when he gets older, he's going to take over my role as man in the house. I can't let that happen, bro. I can't let it happen. Too dangerous at this age.
Oh man.
On 123 of a super chat. Shout out to Don. It's been a while, bro. Much love, my brothers. Best way to impact change is to hit them in the pocket. That's why chess is different from checkers. Think before every move. Very true. Pete, as a Liverpool fan, but aren't we supposed to be united right now? A week ago, football is dying. Now fans trying to save it, and you're saying punish them. No. All right. So just to clear up, Pete, we're saying to punish the ones who got violent, not the ones who just went for the protest. Like, if anyone was violent and physically hurt someone or vandalized, then I think that goes without saying. It's a criminal offense, isn't it? So I think you've got to be in trouble for that. Here's my rebuttal. Says plot twist: Michael Edwards works for FSG. Michael works for FSG, moving mad. I think that's to do with Michael
Ramsey.
Prison Break.
Michael
Ramsey. It could be Michael
Ramsey.
as well.
Still.
He probably means Prison Break if he said plot twist.
I don't know.
Troy M says apparently they brought Ben Davis to work security entrance for United.
Well, makes sense.
Well, it would make sense if the rumours are to be had it, because apparently he's easy to get past.
Drift, well done on that one. That tickled me still. You know, I like a little pun, Drift. I like that. That was good. Shout out to Conroy. Fair point, guys, but you can't see any drastic punishment happening from this. Along with the Super League, it will be a slap on the wrist. Big love, guys. Unfortunately, it probably will be. Flintoff says we're still champions of England. We are for another week or two. We are still,
and it's been delayed.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to take that gold ring off my DM in a week. Oh,
yeah,
man.
That's gonna. Yeah, I'm not taking it off, man.
I'm still contemplating whether I should take it off my phone screensaver, because it is a bit weak to not actually be champions and have it up, but it looks good, isn't it? Like,
well, put it this way, bruv. Does Linford Christie have his gold medal in the house still?
Little bit different though, isn't it? Little bit different.
Hey.
I hear what you're saying.
Still got my medals. Still got the medals.
Hey, man, like Linford, you know, my guy. Hey.
Real G.
Man, like
Real G.
Liverpool.
Shaka A says, "Did you all see the lineup today? Fab in the middle." Yes, we were happy with the
Yeah,
lineup. We
saw
were
that.
happy with the lineup.
That Phillips was back in that.
Yeah. JB Phillips, what if Liverpool don't want to play the game again because they don't feel safe? I think that's a discussion that will be had with the club. I think they'll come to an agreement. I think they will play the game again.
Yeah.
It's
I
true
don't know
though.
when.
If they feel a bit unsafe, then you know what I mean.
It'll be interesting. It will be interesting. Oh, boy. Anything else you guys want to add?
A
Yeah.
couple of people are saying that since the game got cancelled, they want us to touch on some transfer stuff while we're here. So I guess we could just talk about it. But obviously, we'll really get into it with the Monday show.
Yeah.
But the Sancho news and the Depay news seems to have a little bit of legs with it now, though.
Yeah. Do you know what? All right. Let me know.
Depay's actual representatives have officially met Liverpool. That's not even like gas. So apparently we're thinking about getting Depay.
Bro,
I was thinking about it. Let me ask you a little question, yeah?
Yeah, go on.
None of these players are the players we wanted, but in a hypothetical but realistic scenario, say we've got Konate, Basuma, Depay, Sancho, and we kept Kabak. That would probably be about a £200 million summer and would probably obviously cater.
It wouldn't, bro. I don't think it would be.
Well, Sancho would be about 80 mil on his own, innit, if we're being real.
Yeah, but Depay would be free.
Basuma would probably be about 30. It's sort of, was it 33
So when you say
35.
200, are you talking about 200 net or 200?
No, just 200 before we've made ourselves and made our money back.
Oh, okay, cool. That mate, yeah, probably around.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like, and obviously including wages, which they always make us do, and all that crap. It'd probably be about a 170 to a 200 mil summer. That probably would, because I still think Basuma would be 30 plus, Konate's 30 plus, Kabak's 20. It would be about 80 mil for Sancho, maybe even more. Do you know what I mean?
Sancho will be about 85, I reckon. Max, only because of like the fact of the Dortmund kind of, I think his other CEO, general manager came out and said, we have a gentleman's agreement with him under certain conditions. They've already set precedent that if you come with a decent offer, he will be sold. After the saga they had last year, they don't want to go through all that again. So I think
I'd love Sancho at the club.
So would I, but
would you not take that? Would you not take that then?
Sancho, Konate, Basuma, Depay,
and we keep Kabak.
That would be an 8 out of a 10 window for me.
That'll be a good. Do you know what? That'll be a good summer. I'll be honest with you, that's a good summer.
10 for me.
Compared to what we're used to, that's a good summer. We can't even front. We can't. But here's the thing. I don't want to be the Debbie Downer, yeah? But I just don't see how we get Sancho without selling a big name player. If there's one person you said on that list that is the most unrealistic, I think it's Jadon Sancho.
Which is a shame. It's a real shame.
And
he could be one of England's best players for the next 10 years, potentially.
It's frustrating because
he's that much potential in him.
Konate, for me, is pretty much done, even from what I've heard as well. Basuma, apparently, we've had discussions with Brighton, from what I've heard. Yeah,
I feel there'll be a bidding war for Basuma. I think
there will be. It's not that straightforward, but there's been conversations. I'm not saying we're going to get there. There's been conversations, but I just think if we was to put in that bid that they want, we would get him. So let's say that those two are pretty realistic. Depay, kind of realistic because if he doesn't go Bayern, which is his preferred destination, and obviously they're not too sure what they're going to do with Koeman or whatnot.
Bro. Sorry, my summer also was being a little bit dreaming, thinking Depay coming meant that Genie stayed. That was part of that was also part. So Basuma's effectively coming in to take the place of Ox and Naby, who are leaving.
So you want a PS5 and you want the latest Xbox as well.
You're asking for a lot.
So let me say again, we keep
Genie
Kabak.
staying though.
We keep Kabak. Genie gets a new contract. We let Ox and Keita and Origi go, and we bring in Basuma, Depay, and Sancho for attack, and Konate for defense. That's
hold on.
Hold on. Who's the Messi in as well, didn't you? If you
hold on. You said you're getting rid of Ox and Naby,
and replacing them with Basuma.
Just Basuma.
Well, effectively, because both of them don't play anyway.
Yeah, because
I'd rather one player was always available than two who are never available.
If Genie's still there and we only bring in Basuma, I don't think that's a problem.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Genie's there. I actually wouldn't want Basuma. I'd actually want to go for someone more attacking, believe it or not, like a Rodrigo De Paul or a Dybala or someone like that. I'd rather go more attacking But I feel like if Genie goes, for me, that's when you bring in Basuma to be his replacement. I feel
So you don't think Depay and Sancho would be adequate reinforcements for the attack, no?
No,
They're
they'll
still
be
not a
good.
goal scorer. They're still not an out and out goal scorer.
Yeah, that's
I
the only
know, they're
I
not.
don't
I
even.
know.
We have to do a lot. The thing is, we'd have to do a lot of juggling to get the best out of that squad because, as Carl said, having no kind of, focal point, so to speak, or new goal scoring machine, we're gonna have to really find a way to like negate our way throughout the season, like we have been doing now. Except for we'd have a bit more help, obviously.
Play Jota down the middle.
It's not the answer though.
I don't know if that's
over a whole season. I don't think that's the answer.
I don't know. It could probably get you like what, 15 through the middle, maybe. I'd say in the Prem, maybe 20 overall, maybe. It might be enough, maybe.
The only way, and I know it sounds ludicrous because it probably is. The only way I'd go into the season if we don't sign a natural striker is if we're guaranteed to get Haaland next summer. If Haaland stays at Dortmund, that's the only way.
Do you know what?
Well, you mean like go one more year like we did when we paid for Naby and then we came and got him the year after, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
What screwed us is not being in the Champions League, yeah? And I don't think we'll be in it next season. If we was in the Champions League next season, I would hope, not saying it would happen, I would hope Liverpool just said, you know what? We're going to get 3 signings. Konate, Basuma to replace Genie, and Harry Kane. I don't care about anything else. Just give me them 3 players. That's if we was in Champions League. Because Harry Kane would come to us if we was in the Champions League. Harry Kane ain't even sniffing us if we're in Europe. He ain't sniffing us. He ain't.
I think he would. I
don't think he would.
If we were willing to pay Tottenham what it took to get him, knowing that he could win the Premier League and that he would be in a team that is in the future going to be at that level, I think he would come even if we were Europa, man.
Shall I tell you why I wouldn't? Because if he was willing to come to us, Man City would put a bid in and get him. Man City in the Champions League.
No, but I'm talking about. You know what? This is going to be a bold statement, yeah. But I feel like if money wasn't involved and it was just about the club, I think Harry Kane is quite a classy guy, and I think he'd look at the prestige of Liverpool playing for Klopp more than he would look at just Moneybag City. And I might be fooling myself, but I do. We're talking about a guy who stayed at Tottenham this long out of loyalty.
That's true.
He does have more in him than just the money grabbing.
But now he's desperate.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
No, so I feel like he would look at the situation.
So was Van Persie.
He's desperate.
So was Van Persie. Where did Van Persie end up?
Harry Kane has stagnated.
Was Van Persie really that type of guy? He was injured all the time. Or was just happy Arsenal kept giving him
he was Arsenal through and through.
Do you know what?
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't want to say it, but sometimes it's a thing where Harry Kane, I think you're right. He would look at us maybe from a prestige point of view, but we can't act like Pep Guardiola's some dead manager, innit? It's still Pep, it's still City.
Oh no.
They don't have and they're not up. They haven't got a prestige, but they still win trophies. They still win them.
Yeah, but Harry Kane would surely know if he comes to Liverpool and then we get those reinforcements, we would be able to win it as well, though, innit? Like he's the bit we need, innit?
It'll be a tug of war, in my opinion. It'll be a tug of war.
Surely the world ain't dumb enough to think one bad season means all of a sudden. I'm not saying we're gonna go back to be the best, but you can't look at that and go, "Oh, them man are just out of this now." Surely we could, you know what I mean?
Agree. I just worried that if City was to kind of show interest, regardless of money, they would still be like, "Well, we're going for the Prem next season. We're going for the Champions League. Do you want to be a part of that?" That's kind of, at least we know that's kind of certain. With us, it's more like. It's more hope because we're hoping on Van Dijk, Gomez. All these players come back fit
I do get where you. And plus, I'm also going on the premise of I think he would suit our play more than he would suit Man City's play.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree.
Election says Fabrizio is 100% sure that Konate will be a Liverpool player next season. What do you think of a back three of VVD, Ibrahima, and Gomez? I like it for certain games, not for every game.
Yeah, not for
again,
whole season.
It's tactical fluidity. It's what we've been missing for a long time.
Hundreds.
On paper, I like that, but I don't want a back three though.
Tactical flexibility for a couple of games where you can switch to that back three or back five or whatever it is. I don't mind that personally.
Troy M, we need a clinical striker above all. If we had a clinical striker this year, we'd comfortably be in the top 4 this year and the Champions League semi-finals. I'd arguably say we'd be in a title race this season if we had a clinical striker, in my personal opinion.
Well, do you know what I did the other day while I was doing my reminiscing? I went and looked at if we'd won all those games that we lost at home because we should have won them all. we
Not
would
all
be
of them.
7 points behind City at the moment with
I would
5
say the
games to go.
City game wasn't a win-win game. Like
No,
we
we
could
should
have
have
lost
won
that game.
We should have won.
No, dude. Like,
No, I don't mean on the basis of how the game went. I mean the fact that we're Liverpool and we're at home. We should have won that game. I don't like. We shouldn't have let. We should have won that game.
True.
That's fair enough.
True.
If whenever we lose to City, it's always at the Etihad, and we always beat them at our ground. We should have won that game.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Or at least.
Yeah. Peterson says Everton want Coutinho and Aguero. Your thoughts? Wouldn't be surprised if they got Coutinho. I'd be shocked if they got Aguero.
Everton won.
I'll be shocked.
Aguero and Coutinho. Yeah.
If they ever got Aguero, I'm not gonna lie. I would look at our owners and be like,
well, their owners spend more money than ours anyway.
like if Aguero goes to Everton, which I don't think will happen, I think he goes abroad personally for me. I would literally be like, what's happened? Like, Everton have Aguero.
I would be
and
annoyed
Coutinho?
because I feel
What?
like Aguero's a way to fill the void up front for 1 year while you figure out what you're gonna do.
Yeah,
afterwards.
he's a stopgap. He's a stopgap, innit?
And he's still. I reckon he's still got 15, 20 goals in him.
He does. You see what he done yesterday?
Yeah. Miss Beer, here's my rebuttal. Kanate, Kabak, 50 mil. Alan said maximum 40. Rodrigo to Paul 40. Marlon 25. That's 155 mil. Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad window. Emmy says, how do you think you will get Sancho with no Champions League? I don't know. I'm not gonna answer that. That's not my job.
Here's the thing. We keep on talking about this, and this is why we have to I don't know if that guy is a fan of another club just taking liberties, or if he's a Liverpool fan, but this is where we have to try not to be conditioned. Man United had the best summer they've had after Fergie in the year when they were in the Europa League. Now, granted, Mourinho was their manager, but we know Klopp's got a bigger pool than Mourinho anyway, so that card can't even be used. They got a prime Mkhitaryan, not the one we know now, a prime Mkhitaryan, a prime Bailly, not the one we know now, a most touted around Europe young centre-back Bailly, Ibrahimovic, and a world record Pogba in the Europa League. We have been conditioned to believe. I had a discussion with someone about this the other day, and he was like, how important do you feel Champions League is? And I said to him, bro, it's not important. We can go a year without Europe. We're the kings of that shit anyway. Like, we can go a year without it. But you know why we can't? Because the club won't do nothing if we're not in it. I would be so chill right now if I knew our owners were like City and Chelsea, and to a degree Man U, who it didn't matter where we were finishing, they were going to do what it took to win the league next year. Whatever Klopp said he needed to go win the league next year, they were going to do it. Even if he told me it's just a Monday to Monday thing for us to play games like under Brendan in 13-14, and we just do a little, all right, well, let's take the cups more serious, the FA Cup and the League Cup then, because we'd have to worry about all this Euros shuffling and travelling and all that. I would be all right with that if I knew they were going to buy the players that we would be allowed to do that with. We only care about Champions League because we are now accountants as well, and we're tallying up how much money Champions League adds to the transfer kitty and all that crap. And that's the reason why we're sitting there going, oh, we need top four, we're done, you know. We need top four, we're done. If our owners move like City and Chelsea, we'd be like, Kane's still coming. What difference does it make? It'll be better if Kane has a break. Mane's needed a break. Mane's had to play week in, week out. For how long? It'll be better if he has a week off. Mo, we don't want to rinse out Mo. Van Dijk, be much better for his rehabilitation if he has to play once a week instead of twice a week. We'd be chill with it. We'd be so all right with it. But we're not going to get that. We're going to get, no, Europe means you can't buy this. The kitty's affected like this. No more money here, rare, and all that crap, man. So that's why Champions League is important. Yeah. We win it all the time, man. We're kings of this shit. We can go a year without it. Come on, man.
Promo. We need 3 to 4 windows to freshen up the squad, in my opinion. I agree with that. Emmy says United always pay a lot on salary. That's the difference. Agreed. Zlatan says everyone overlooking Ryan Gravenberch from Ajax to replace Genie. What do you think? Good young player. Very good young player.
He's decent.
I just prefer Basuma. But I wouldn't complain if we got Ryan. Marcus Barnes, were you guys happy with the lineup today? I reckon Brom game will be moved from the 16th to the 12th/13th, and the United game will be moved to the 16th. Potentially. I was happy with the lineup today. I was. I don't know what they're going to do with the fixtures. Musa LFC 21. I saw Chelsea are going to bid for him. I think that's regarding Haaland, or is that regarding Sancho? Either way, Chelsea are going to spend a lot of money this
Yeah,
summer.
you're gonna go again.
They
They'll
are.
go
If
again.
Chelsea go and get Sancho, that would be weird. They've got a lot of wingers already, man.
Yeah, but it's what they can do. It's what Roman wants to win
Yeah,
at all
no,
costs, bro.
but there is there is a point where it is stupid to just keep buying players if it's in the same position.
No, because they'll probably sell one, innit? They'll sell someone.
Yeah, if they get
Bro,
rid of
they'll
one, but they've got a lot of wingers already, man. That would be the one thing where they don't
Bro,
need.
they're always looking to improve Chelsea.
Yeah.
They'll look at it as like, well, he didn't set the world like last season. We'll just sell him and go and get a next one and try him. That's what they do, bro. They don't
Really is
care.
that.
They don't care, bro. They're ruthless.
The speaker said, Drifty, how are you going to put yourself through that? Obviously referring to you looking back on the past and all that.
Hey guys, I'm gonna be honest with
Reminiscing,
you.
you know.
It felt good, you know. I was telling the boys before. I literally went from 17, 18, yeah, to feel that like burn of the not winning, and then I watched 18, 19, and 19, 20, and I had a smile on my face the entire time when I was watching the parade. Yes, I watched the parade back. For the whole time I was watching the parade, yeah, I could feel myself smiling at the end. You know when you catch yourself, and my cheeks were hurting a little bit of me smile, like Van Dijk busting joke with Genie and Hendo, all them man there, Shaqiri and Bobby with the thing doing a little la na 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 na. Like Klopp nearly falling off the bus doing the six fingers, getting drunk. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it was good. Sometimes you've got to reminisce, man. You got to reminisce, because I felt shit for ages. Like for about 4 months now. I needed to bring myself back up again to remember who the fuck we are, man.
Very true. Dinesh says, too many negative Liverpool fans we have on social media saying we're a dead team for next season. We're still good enough to regain the league. I think a lot depends on what other teams do in the summer as well as ourselves, in my opinion.
Yeah,
I'll be honest. I don't think we'll retain the league. Well, not retain because we didn't win it this time. I don't think we'll win the league. But we definitely should be back in the hunt of being one of the teams that's right there fighting.
Yeah, we're in with a very good chance next season, as long as we do the correct shopping. That's one thing I will say.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Mr. Here's my rebuttal. I'm telling you, man. Now we're playing ECL, so I'm guessing that's the Europa Conference League.
We're going to talk about that in tomorrow's show, guys.
Yeah, we are. And last super chat selection. Truthfully, I'm not worried about not getting Champions League. We can still bring in quality players. Any logical player would love to play in the Klopp system. So whether we get that backing,
the selection is the dough. It's the dough.
Yeah, man.
It's the backing. It's never been a Klopp thing. It's always been the backing.
100.
Always been the backing. But yes, we're going to get into that much more in tomorrow's show. The Sancho thing, we're going to really deep dive into. Basuma, and a couple of other players as well.
I've got some stuff about the EPL or whatever you call it.
ECL.
ECL. Yeah,
I think a lot of people either are going to say I'm moving mad, or they might see the method to my madness. So yeah, we'll chop that up.
We'll see. But people, much love for everyone who joined in the conversation today. Obviously, we touched on some very sensitive issues. So massive thanks to everyone who contributed constructively to those conversations. It is much appreciated. And we'll be back tomorrow. We'll see if there's any new news as well. But obviously, transfers will be hot on the agenda, as well as Sancho, Drifty's mad theory on the ECL, and a few other things as well to chop up. Until next time, do smash the like button, subscribe if you're new. Share this around friends and family, etc. If you guys want to clip it up, fair enough. Just make sure you just tag us in the clips as well. And hold on, Sly Ross 1. Gary Neville called FSG dangerous, speaking facts. You know, we'll chop up Gary Neville in his comments regarding FSG as well tomorrow.
Says a lot still.
Yeah, I noticed that he can't help himself with his subtle shade, and I get it. I know we're rivals. But if you're a pundit on Sky, then you have to try and be as unbiased as possible.
100%.
And he doesn't hold back. I remember when he tried to blame Liverpool more than Man U because our slogan was "You'll never walk alone." It's like, bro, what you know it's an owner issue. Why are you actually trying to do a slide digger up? What are you talking about?
For real.
You know what I mean? Like,
so we're gonna chop that up as well.
Man can't help himself, innit?
Yeah. But people, massive thank you. Stay safe, stay blessed. We're Kop-Ish and we're out, people. Take care.
Peace.
Kopish.